Now you know why Robert Wise wanted the studio to keep the original title, Deadlier Than the Male. I talked to Claire Trevor a few times towards the end of her life, and although a lot of her movies had blurred together in her mind, she distinctly recalled Born to Kill, because she dreaded that the film, and she, would be savaged by the critics. Well, the reviewer at the New York Times called the movie morally disgusting and an offense to a normal intellect. He also noted that Trevor's lustful lady is permitted to conduct herself with surprising indecorum and lack of taste. Hey man, you say that like it's a bad thing. For the record, Trevor recalled Lawrence Tierney as a complete professional, always prepared and patient and fun to work with. Although she did say, I believe he had issues off the set. While Trevor and Tierney dominate this film, let's acknowledge the swell supporting cast. Walter Slezak is great at making a character out of what's essentially a plot device. But Elijah Cook Jr. and Esther Howard almost hijacked this picture out from under its stars. Some people may think it's not noir unless there's a femme fatale, but I could easily argue it's not noir unless Elijah Cook Jr. is in it. Having him and Esther Howard sharing the same frame is an epiphany of sorts for fans of great character actors. Just as an FYI, Tierney and Elijah Cook, Cookie to his pals, were good friends. They'd often ditch Hollywood and take to the hills for extended fishing and drinking binges. Tierney also told me, and I quote, Esther Howard steals the picture. She's the best thing in it. Now, I'm sure there are some viewers who sensed a little something extra shared by Sam and Marty. Reminded me of guys who had shared a jail cell at some point. But the script makes it clear that Sam Wilde had no police record. So I went back to James Gunn's original novel and confirmed that this odd friendship was translated to the screen directly from the book, if a bit more subtly. Marty is clearly enthralled to Sam, will do basically anything for him, while sociopathic Sam remains blind to his buddy's obsession. This kind of under-the-radar relationship, especially of the unrequited variety, wasn't uncommon in Hollywood, especially in noir films. Just for starters, I'll cite The Maltese Falcon, Rope, Desert Fury, Gilda, The Lineup, The Big Clock, Between Midnight and Dawn, Cry of the Hunted, The Big Combo, all films featuring possibly gay relationships. You'll never find it spelled out in a script, however, since that would have alerted the guys at the production code office to apply extra scrutiny. Now, if you want to know more about my infamous night with Lawrence Tierney and read the story I can't tell on the air, visit my website, eddiemuller.com, and check out the section called Extras. You'll find a story there called The Big Leak, an uneasy evening with the noir legend. But if you embarrass easily, don't say I didn't warn you. Next week, a motion picture about the making of motion pictures. It's The Big Knife from 1955, featuring Jack Palance, Ida Lupino, and Rod Steiger in possibly the most staggering performance of his career. A lot of terrific actors in this one, and they all have a lot to say in this screenplay by Clifford Odets, his poisoned pen letter to Hollywood. Until then, always remember, you can't go around killing people whenever the notion strikes you. It's just not feasible. See you in the shadows.